Welcome back to part 2 of what I'm calling the Hilltop Favela in Cuttlers Bend challenge build. Thanks to Proton Radz for giving me the challenge. As we're seeing, guys, this is just turning into a nice little settlement. Started small and it's just starting to get a life of its own. By the looks of it, we'll probably go to at least 3 episodes in this part of the hill because I just got a bit carried away and kept building, so I'm sure you won't mind. The next video will be really based around showing you kind of how I start to take some base buildings and the base kind of area of the hill and scrap it up a little bit, and then I come up with another idea on how I can then keep a building upwards, and you'll see that in the next video. I think you'll like the idea I do come up with. So putting this window in, it's for some reason it's taller than other pieces. I don't understand why, but anyway. And just trying to define how this bar is going to work. So we're going to put the door there, but we're then going to put some walls in. You can see it's just a fraction tall. No idea why it would be like that, but anyway. And that area we're looking at there is going to be the bar area. Now you will see a little bit later on in this particular video what this ends up looking like, because I do give you a bit of a preview before I start another building up on the hill behind me. So this is kind of the end of the last video, and then moving into a new build that I do a little bit later. So that will all make sense hopefully in a wee while. I hope everyone is good and staying out of trouble and enjoying the channel. Thanks so much, and hello to all the new subscribers. We've been doing very well in the last maybe month and a half of getting a whole lot of new people coming to the channel and staying, subscribing, and giving me lots of lovely comments. So welcome. Hope you're enjoying things. Please feel free to interact, ask any questions you like, and check out all the content on Gaming for X, because there is quite a substantial library of videos for you to watch based on Fallout and Fallout 4 building. So I'm going to take that glass panel away there, and I'm just going to actually just leave it. I'll put a railing in there, and that's going to be an open kind of window. This does fit eventually. It takes a bit of finagling, but it does kind of fit in like that. There we go. And then that's a little open window like that. That's it. Simple as it needs to be. Sometimes keeping things simple is sometimes just the best way of doing things, and that's just so you don't fall down the stairs when you've had a few drinks. Lots of balconies and balustrades and all kinds of stuff here now. Just define it a little bit so we can see what it all is meant to do. Come on. There we go. Thank you. Ooh, wasn't quick enough. There we go. We will get rid of that extra railing that's sitting on the side of the building shortly. Don't worry about it. Okay. Doing the mandatory running around trying to figure out what the heck's going on. We're downstairs maybe. So we got some where is it? There it is. We don't need you, thank you for participating, but not necessary. So there's an opportunity for an area at there. That all looks pretty good there. Probably need some supports in there just to finish that off. Put it in now. There we go. Probably just 2. Come on. That's it. Thank you. There you go. And that's a nice little viewing area. All kinds of sort of works, doesn't it? It's wow. Okay. Making progress. And there's going to be a lot of this in this video a lot of adding touches and just forming how this is all going to come together. Okay. Yeah. You could have a balcony there too. There we go. That's alright. That works. We're going to have to fortify this a little bit because, yeah, people could just walk along, hop up on the balcony and get into the settlement, couldn't they? Or am I overthinking things again? Okay. Couple of supports. Can't get up there now. Yeah, okay. So, hop up on... Try to hop up on Dogmeat then. Sorry, mate. You're right. You'll be fine. Let's put a ladder in there for now. Okay, yeah. That all works. No, don't do that. Leave it as a balcony. I'll come back to it. I'll get no that. I will come back to it. Yep, I knew it. Come on. Now it won't snap in there. That serves me right for moving it. Yeah, it's not going to snap anywhere. Yeah, there it is. It's back. Thank you. Okay, so you need to put a door in there. Maybe some metal in here just to break it up a little bit more. Yep. That wants to snap everywhere except I want the place I want it to snap for some reason. That'll do. Yep. Like that. Put a door in here, have a little balcony. That can go. We don't need it. It's okay. And now we created a hole in the wall. That's alright, it's easy fixed. No problem, I can fix that. I can honestly. I'm going the wrong way, but I can fix it there. Thank you. In there. Go to the red one. And that should just fit nicely in there. There we go. So we've got a nice little area down here now. And a little balcony area, which is quite nice. Put a door in. There. Loving these single doors. Thank you very much to the mod dev of Workshop Rearranged. I do like a little bit of a single door, even if Dogmeat keeps interfering with the snapping of it. I can't put it exactly where I want it. Thank you. We'll move it over. Sometimes just changing the angles enough just to get it to do what you want it to do. If not, you just get your place anywhere or Quappa mod and force it into place, I guess. There we go. Now, let's see if that'll snap off of that now. No, it won't. It's weird that. It's weird how that's not snapping. But anyway, all good. Maybe I shouldn't have taken those stairs away quite yet. But anyway, nearly done down here. We just need to do a few extra little finishing touches. So, Master Plan Vanilla Extensions has a great heap of railings for you to play around with. And I actually find these supports here, which I think I'm all for kind of varying things up a little bit. You know, we kind of get used to using the wood support, so I wanted something a little bit different. So I'll put these in. Yeah, I think they look a bit different to what you normally see, and kind of works well with the metal going on. They got a strange way of clipping into the wood though, for some reason, but anyway, that's all good. I can live with that. There you go. And they add a little bit of colour to the overall look. So, see, shouldn't have taken those stairs away, because I'm going to have to put them back in now. I will just do the railings while we're down here, and I'll just run up around the other side. So yeah, Vanilla Extensions has a nice lot of little railings here, which I'll use like that. And there's my favourite one. My favourite one is this one I'm about to show you. I should have put one on the other end. Went past it. There it is. There. I don't know why certain items you like, but I just like that. The look of that, and it works with that wall. And we'll just take a sneaky wee area in here. So there's a area in there we can do something with, and Yeah, it's all starting to kind of come together kind of nicely. Okay, and I'll show you what I do with that area in a little while. Okay, so let's do a quick review as we transition, and I'll show you kind of what I did off camera, and then we'll get into adding some more buildings in this area. So okay, let's hop up here. You can see magically these walls have appeared. A whole lot of scrappy walls. There's an area that I'm going to do something there, and there's an area underneath I'm going to do something with. Hop up. That's it. Hop up. Thank you. Show you I've added some bits and pieces to the bar. It's really starting to come together. A lot more decorating to do down in here though, but just as a start it's not too bad. Lots of items that I'm going to have to add in, and so we're making good progress so far. So let's get in the build menu. So I was going through the kind of list of things that I have in the settlement and trying to figure out what I hadn't built yet. Obviously that kind of bar restaurant thingy majigger was one thing, and obviously we have a Drumlin's Diner there, but we're not using it as a diner, we're using it as something else. So one of the things I haven't built for a while is somewhere to worship, a church or a meeting place, so I thought I would put one in. Now it takes me a while just to figure out how to get all this done, and I kind of go down a tangent and come back, so I'm not going to show you all of that because it does take a while. And effectively I come back to the same spot, so we're going to put a bit of a spire or something there, and been so long since I've built this I kind of forgot exactly how to do it, but anyway, here's my initial try on it, and then I go on a different tangent, and I'm going to cut out a lot of this because yeah, where I end up is so far from where we start it's not funny. But add those in like this, and the big limitation here is actually the size of the roof. So the roof that I put on is a certain width, and so you have to, that's what you have to actually build around, and you'll see in a little bit what I'm talking about. Having gone to this point, I pull it all down again and I make a smaller tower like this. You go, it's a narrower tower. Then I go to put the roof on and you'll see what happens in a second. Yeah, there we go, that's the one we want, and it's gone. Yeah, that's a bit too big. Okay, so I have to put all that down again, and yeah, anyway, it's a bit of a learning process. So what I thought might be useful is to leave this footage in so you can see how to problem solve and how I eventually figured this out. So put one of those on like that, couple, that's where we were before. Got a few of these so we can just pull them down. I've left them in place. Pull that one across, pull that one across, and what I end up doing is going, okay, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to be smarter this time. I'm going to put that roof on first and then build around it, and that's sometimes what you have to do to get things to work, so that you can figure out what size they are and what width they need to be and all that kind of good stuff. So I think in the end I end up what I'm doing there is I'm looking to see how big this is. I don't want a huge church because I don't think they would have a huge church in a settlement like this. It would only be a small church. But when you're building in Fallout, you start to get a bit of perspective about how much it takes to make a small church and how much it takes to make a big church. So this is actually fairly tall. And I don't actually like the height of the steeple there, so I need to try and figure out how to get that a little bit lower. I also want to make sure that this is kind of light and airy looking, so I'm going to put these windows in that come with workshop rearranged, these long ones. I use these in a lot of buildings in the past. We'll do a double window there and there, like that, and it just adds to the overall feel of and vibe of the building, I think, especially for the type of building that we're making at the moment. So we're going to put a couple walls in, box this in, put a door in, and then we've got to figure out how we're going to tackle that tower. Now what this does, just by absolute chance, is it lines up with the train carriage in front of us. So in the next build, what I intend to do is then start to build some buildings on top of some of these ones that we've created in the last couple of episodes, and start giving it more and more depth, and see where we go with it. So put a couple of floors in. We might even make it the preacher's house on top here. I'm not sure. I haven't really figured it out quite yet. And you can see that's still bothering me a little bit. In the words of Monty Python, we're going to run away, and that actually looks okay. Let's get out the gate first. It looks okay. It just needs to be a fraction smaller, but I'm liking where we're going with this. I really am liking it. Just a few tweaks and I think we are there. So we got to put something to get it into here, which will put a little ramp there rather than stairs. Makes a lot of sense. But you'll see how how this building process for me works. You're going to have to put supports in, and I want to put something that looks fairly substantial under here. There we go. There we go, just like that. Yep, all good. In the next episode as well, we'll start to junk this building up, so you can, in this episode, you'll get a feel for the base build, the base building, and then in the next episode you'll get an idea of how we then take that and junk it up. In the next episode, what I want to do is show you a little bit more building, but then I'll show you more the junking up process that we come up with to make this kind of fit with the brief of the settlement build, or the challenge build. So I think this is about where I get a light bulb moment with some wall pieces. So I try and stick that on there like that, and look what it does, and it doesn't. It's lost its appeal for me. Yeah, doesn't have the same impact. So I'm just scratching my head here, saying, you know, what can I do here? And then suddenly I get a light bulb moment. I had to fix this, and I think to be honest, it just happens by chance. And you can see you're just doing all kinds of things to try and figure this out. And yeah, but that's all right. Sometimes a happy accident is good. So take it off, start again, see what happens. And we come across, when I'm flicking through the menus, I think I come across certain pieces, and that's where we end up going with it. Come on, find them. There it is there. There's the solution right there. Instead of having vertical pieces, have horizontal pieces, and you know, suddenly the height just falls into place. Oh, there's something up there. Oh, there. That's why. It shouldn't be there. Okay, like that. One more piece across here, and that's probably how I've built them in the past, to be honest. Yeah, I'm a learner, I know. Okay, plop that on. And this ends up being the final solution. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed this one. Join me in part 3 and we'll show you how to junk this right up. So we'll see you later on Gaming for XP.